Imagine waking up 30 days from now feeling clearer, stronger, more focused, and in control of your life than ever before. Imagine not being ruled by negative habits, past failures, or daily distractions. Instead, you wake up with direction. You act with purpose. You respond with strength. That kind of change is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. Every time you do something different from your old pattern, your brain learns. It adapts. Maybe you take a deep breath instead of getting irritated. To truly rewire your brain, you must build a new identity. Not one based on who you are or who you've been told you are, but one based on who you decide to become. The brain doesn't care what is right or true. It cares what is familiar. So, if you want confidence, clarity, focus, or discipline to become familiar, you must repeat them. You must live them daily. That's why for the rest of the month, you'll create an environment that feeds your new identity. You'll reduce mental noise. You'll protect your energy. That means being selective about what you consume, who you listen to, and how you spend your time. Read something that challenges your mind. Listen to content that stretches your thinking. Watch videos that reinforce your growth. The media you consume either wires you forward or backward. Choose carefully. And just as you shape your inputs, speak your outputs. Use affirmations. Not as vague wishes, but as commands to your subconscious. Say them with emotion. Visualize them vividly. Attach them to movement, to breath, to intensity. This is how you code the message deep into your nervous system. Your brain doesn't just follow logic. It follows identity. So each morning, start declaring it. I am the kind of person who follows through. I am the kind of person who finishes what I start. I am the kind of person who doesn't make excuses. This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about shifting what you believe to be possible for you. The more you act like the person you want to be, the more you believe you are that person. And that belief is the blueprint your brain uses to build new behavior. Maybe you go for a walk instead of picking up your phone. Maybe you sit with discomfort instead of reaching for a quick distraction. These small shifts don't seem like much, but they are everything. Because they say one thing loud and clear. You're no longer reacting automatically. You're choosing. And the power to choose is what separates progress from stagnation. It's available to anyone who chooses to rewire their brain, and you can start today. The truth is, your brain is constantly adapting. It's never static. The thoughts you repeat, the actions you take, and the emotions you dwell in are all forming neurological pathways that become your default behavior. Most people go through life on autopilot, strengthening habits they don't even want. But what if, for the next 30 days, you stopped reinforcing the habits that hold you back and started deliberately creating new ones that elevate your life? You don't need more motivation. You need a system that works, and you need a reason that matters. Right now, the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is a decision to take control of your mind instead of letting it control you. For the next 30 days, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to challenge the beliefs that keep you small. You're going to break the mental loops that drain your energy. You're going to replace hesitation with clarity and excuses with action. Not because it's easy, but because you're done settling. You're done letting fear run your day. You're done living like change is something that happens to you instead of something you choose. The process begins with awareness. Change doesn't happen without it. For too long, you've reacted to your thoughts as if they were facts, as if they were the truth. But your thoughts are not commands, they're habits, and habits can be rewired. So for the first few days, pay attention, observe yourself. Notice what thoughts show up when you're tired, When you're stressed, when you're tempted to quit, write them down. See the patterns. You're not doing this to criticize yourself. You're doing this to understand. Understanding is power. And once you see the loops you've been stuck in, you can begin to interrupt them from there. Start shifting how you respond to your triggers. But awareness and disruption aren't enough. Now, repetition is the key to making it stick. But none of this means anything without action. Thought creates possibility. Action creates proof. Your brain builds belief through evidence. So take action every day. Take action even when it's uncomfortable. Especially when it's uncomfortable, start the thing you've been avoiding. Make the decision you've been postponing. And refine your approach. Ask yourself, what habits gave me the most energy? What thoughts helped me stay on track? What actions moved me closer to my goals? Then lock those in. Make them your new baseline. This isn't a finish line. It's a foundation. A you that doesn't wait. To feel ready, you don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You just need commitment. You've made that commitment. And that changes everything. You no longer need to ask if you can change. You already have. The wiring has shifted. The habits are forming. The momentum is yours. A foundation for a life that's designed with intention, not default. They'll be the beginning of a lifetime of control, purpose, and growth. You've proven to yourself what's possible. So now, the only question left is, how far are you willing to go? A life where you don't just react to the world, but where you shape it through the power of your mind. Follow through on the plan you've been sitting on for far too long. You are no longer replaying the same script of hesitation and doubt. You're writing new chapters of focus, grit, and discipline. And that kind of power doesn't fade after 30 days. It compounds. It multiplies. You're not just transforming your mindset. You're transforming your reality. You've shown yourself what is possible when you stop negotiating with excuses and start showing up with purpose. You've gone from uncertain to unstoppable, from reactive to intentional, from dreaming about change to living inside it. Every small win becomes data your brain stores as proof that you are capable, consistent, and committed. These wins don't have to be huge. They just have to be real. Real actions, real results, real momentum. Confidence is not something you wait to feel. It's something you earn through doing. And as the days stack, something powerful starts to happen. You begin to trust yourself again. You begin to feel different. Not because your circumstances changed, but because you changed. Your patterns shifted. Your wiring strengthened. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities, not excuses. You stop waiting for motivation and start operating from purpose. The voice that once said, "I can't," gets quieter. The voice that says, "I will," gets louder. And that new voice becomes the compass you follow. Your mind no longer drifts seamlessly. It becomes a focused, disciplined tool. A tool for growth, for leadership, for creation. In the final stretch of the 30 days, your job is to reinforce. Reflect on your wins. Acknowledge your progress. Celebrate your new consistency. You are no longer at the mercy of your old story. You are the author now. This is the power of a rewired brain. Not a new you someday. A new you now. A you that leads. A you that executes. Now stay with it. Keep feeding your mind. Keep guarding your focus. Keep moving with intention. The next 30 days won't be the end. You've come this far with no excuses. Why stop now?